This is Maya Angelou, one of the most profound melanated poets. She is also one of my favorite poets, not just because of her poetry, but because of her unique voice. The way she inflects her words, like when she says something, you instantly pay attention. For example, here is an excerpt I'm going to show y'all of a poem, of two of her poems that I consider my favorites.
Me in the very dirt, but still like dust. I rise. Does my sassiness upset you? Why are you beset with gloom? Just because I walk as if I have oil wells pumping in my living room. Just like moons and like suns with the certainty of tides, just like hope springing high, still I rise. Did you want to see me broken, bowed head and lowered eyes, shoulders falling down like teardrops, weakened by my soulful cries? Does my sassiness upset you? Don't take it so hard just because I laugh.
It's the laugh for me. It's the laugh for me. Like, come on, be for real. I really like this poem. I love it, actually. And then let's look at her other poem, Phenomenal Woman. If you're familiar with the movie Poetic Justice, then you'll hear Janet, aka Justice, basically reciting the poem as she's writing her journal.
Size. When I try to show them, they think I'm telling lies. I say it's in the reach of my arms, the span of my hips, the stride of my step, the curl of my lips. I'm a woman, phenomenally. I walk into a room just as cool as you please, and to a man the fellows stand. I fall down on their knees. And then they swarm around me, a hive of honeybees. I say, oh, it's the fire in my eyes, the flash of my teeth, the swing in my waist, the joy in my feet. Men themselves have wondered what they see in me. They try so much, but they can't touch my inner mystery.
And I'm going to just pause right there. Look, I've listened to this poem so many times, and it's a different vibe. It's a different vibe. Anyway, welcome to my channel. I am Drea the Sunflower Poet, and I appreciate you joining me in this journey to finding your poetic voice. So I wanted to show you those as examples of someone who I think has an amazing poetic voice. So let's start with the basic information, and I'm gonna turn my camera off so we can keep the Wi-Fi in a reasonable capacity. Bear with me, y'all. So about your poetic voice, what is your poetic voice? Let me show y'all an example of what my poetic voice is, in case y'all didn't know. And I'm gonna be doing a lot of screen sharing, so just to get the point across. But let me see where it is. Yep, there I am. Okay. Bear with me, because the Wi-Fi is Wi-Fi. Okay. I'm also outdoors. If you notice the blanket, it's that winter time, but we still gonna get this poetic voice going. So let me show you my poetic voice.
I am she, the sunflower that grew from the concrete, the seed that wouldn't die, even though they took a part of my insides, my reproductive capabilities, but I still born a child called poetry. I'm a black queen unapologetically, a goddess even, that has been through more shit than a plumber. Oh, how I made it through, I wonder.
Shh, come on now. Poetic voice, right? The poetic voice is your DNA. It's what you want to illustrate. It's what your art conveys. It's how you communicate. You express your ways, express your imagination in different ways and different words. Um, and it makes your poetry unique. It makes your writing unique. It makes your art unique. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. There's a difference between Maya Angelou and my voice, even if we're reading the same poem. If you notice, like her voice is more confident, like it's like a do you know who I am? Like, I and for me, I would be saying more of like, hey, you phenomenal woman, like I'm talking to the phenomenal woman, not myself, because I'm just, I don't like talking about myself. So I kind of conveyed in the message of being the voice for the voiceless. But I say these examples to basically say that um, a poetic voice is unique, and so you don't have to sound like the same person. Not every person sounds the same. So why is finding your poetic voice important? Well, you want your work to stand out. It'll make you connect with the readers. It'll make them feel something. It allows you to show your authenticity. To me, I think that when you hear different poets or you hear different arts or even just regular communication in general, you're able to hear the inflection. You're able to see with body language and hear and tone and delivery, like, okay, he's different, she's different. And I find myself to where I'm like, I like different things about different artists because they deliver differently. So I just wanted to give y'all examples about what a poetic voice is and then finding yours. And then to start exploring your poetic voice, you need to get into the subject matter. You need to, have books and poets and watch some YouTube videos. For example, some videos today will be from poetry platforms if you're interested. Voices in Power, Write About Now Poetry, uh, Poetry Me Please. Immerse yourself in the art that you desire to be in, and trust me, you will find what your voice is and what it is not. Also, try to find different ways to express freeform or haikus. Experimentation and exploration is key. And then ask yourself some questions like, what poetry invokes a feeling that you can connect to? What do you want your words to generate in the audience, the reader, within yourself? What do you want your art to convey? Those are some questions I think are very important to ask yourself. Those are questions I ask myself all the time, every time I write something. Let's get into some examples of poetic voices. One of the voices I'm going to show y'all today is Black Chakra. Black Chakra is amazing. He's one of my favorite poets. And I'm going to just show y'all why he's my favorite one here. Bear with me. Listen, there will be many times where you'll want to rewind on this video. I recommend you watch it for yourself because it is that amazing. But this is one example of a poet and how he has his own voice. Here is another poet named Mello Jones that I think he's pretty amazing as well. With me, I'm outside, so we might get some outside noise. Mm, I'm gonna pause right there. Mello Jones has a unique feel as well. I just wanted to give y'all examples of two different poetic voices that I thought were very profound but different in their own way. With Black Chakra, it's the metaphors, it's the wordplay, it's the voice inflection, it's like the strong presence of like, yo, I'm talking to you, like you gonna listen to me, like ground shaking energy that you're not gonna be distracted when you're around. Like when you're in, even watching his performance on YouTube, like you're gonna be so focused because it's his mind, his words are gonna take you on a journey. Like I just I'm gonna put the link to that video in the description. And Mello Jones, I really enjoyed that video because I feel like his storytelling is like you just sitting down, chopping it up with a homie, and just talking about the good old days. Like with this one, it was like he's talking about his friend, and you're just like, yo, like you feeling like you know Will personally, and it's different deliveries he has at different points where it's like inflection, where it's like sometimes it's like fast, speed up, just like hitting you, bam, bam, bam. But I just want to give y'all the differences in poetic voices and knowing that yours isn't gonna sound the same as everyone else. So the purpose of this video was to basically tell you how to like not tell you, but hopefully help you guide you to finding your poetic voice and just allow you to have some exploration with this based on what you've seen. If you made it to the end of this video, I appreciate it. Um, Make sure you like and subscribe so you can see more videos about this poetry and book writing along with various things. Some questions to ask yourself, again, as I said before, is what poetry and books or feeling do you want to connect to? What do you want your words to generate in the audience and the reader within yourself? And what do you want your art to convey? Answer yourself with those three questions, and I get a sense that you're going to figure out what your voice is. Thanks for watching.